So it's time for another gardening week video, and I've actually had a really great gardening week for a change. So normally I'm out and about doing stuff, hiking, cycling and all that, and I've still done a lot of that, but I have actually managed almost 3 days, 3 mornings anyway, on the allotment this week. And so I've got a lot done, so I thought I'd just show you around all the things I've been up to. First up, I've got this really nice box full of gardening bits and pieces from Silverline Tools, and yeah, they just messaged me and said, "Do you want some gardening tools?" I said, yeah, fine, just send me a box full. So I was really happy with that. And you know, if you want to find them, Silverline Tools, they're on the web. I'll put a link in the description. I don't specifically recommend them, you know, they just offered me free stuff. I don't mind a bit of free stuff now and again. Been doing a lot of clearing up. It's a great time to do clearing up now. Reduces the number of slugs and snails, and yeah, just stops a lot of disease issues. So I've done that, and also this bed. The biggest thing I've been doing are the carrots, and so I've got all of those. These are just the ones we're eating for the rest of the year, and underneath these cold frame tops here, these are all full of carrots, and I'm just about to do a video specifically about the carrots, so I won't talk about them anymore, but I've got more carrots underneath here as well, so really happy with the carrots this year. Also finished wood chipping all of the paths, and you'll notice that I'm also removing some of the raised beds now wherever I've got perennial plantings, and I'm gradually moving the allotment over to more perennial plantings, and as I do that, everything will just be this kind of sea of wood chip. It makes it a little bit more difficult to know where you've planted things, like all this elephant garlic for example, but yeah, I like the look of it, and hopefully it's easier to manage. So doing a lot of potting on of my cauliflowers, celery, more cauliflowers, calabrese, red cabbages and all of that sort of thing. So I've got some red cabbages planted out underneath fleece, but I'm going to have most of them still under cover, and so I've just brought all my pots and some compost, so I'm going to get on with that, and I'll show you that when it's done. So I've potted on those 6 cauliflowers, and I think another 6 of these red cabbages, and they're looking really nice at the moment. I've done potted on half of the celery. Some of the celery roots looked a bit rotted to me, so yeah, I'm not quite sure whether that celery is going to do okay. Anyway, as a result, I've just left half of it undisturbed. I might pot that on in a few weeks' time, depending on whether that stuff takes. Yeah, there's the other 3 red cabbages, and then some more cauliflowers, a bit bigger. That's the next succession, and some calabrese. I also had these, which were my spare calabrese, and I'm a bit short of calabrese, so I potted those spares on. I don't think I'll need these spare red cabbages and lettuces and things now, so I think I'll just compost those. These are those spare calabrese and looking okay. And I also potted on 4 more red cabbages, and I'm just going to leave those 6. I just want to see what the difference is between the ones that are potted on and the ones that are just left in a 6-cell tray. And all the subsequent successions are looking okay. Not great, but okay. And so I'll come back to those in a month and see if they need any potting on. The wild rocket has finally started growing again. For some reason it just wasn't growing in the original compost. I don't know why. And that's the last succession of calabrese and little baby Brussels sprouts, and they're not getting enough light there, so I'm going to have to move them somewhere. And all of those little seedlings are in the mini greenhouse with the door open and the roof vented because it's still pretty warm. So let's take a look at the harvest. So it's 8 o'clock in the morning and we've just finished the harvest. So I'll just take you through the table. So here we've got all the salad mixes. Still doing pretty well for salads. Quite happy with them. I have just got my grow light salads. Just started those off in the conservatory, so hopefully they will be ready by the end of the month. Got some little baby carrots there. Got some really nice salad onions here, claytonia here, more claytonia here, and the tomatoes that we add to the mix from the shops. And got spinach at the back there, and tatsoi, red pak choi, purple sprouting broccoli, quite a lot of that now actually. Harvest sort of picking up a little bit. Brassica greens, just a sample of the things from the store. So we've still got lots of garlic, shallots, unknown a variety of onions here. These are the ones that all went to seed, but you know, a few of them survived. Winter buffy ball, never remember, sweet dumpling and crown prince. We have enough of those until we have courgettes next year. Colettes, first real pick of the colettes, they're pretty good. They've got a little bit of cabbage aphid on them, but they clean up really well, you know, with a good blast of water. So really happy with these. These are for me, as are the Brussels sprouts and the sprout tops. And I'm only picking the grotty Brussels sprouts at the moment. So yeah, we've got some really nice ones to come. Beetroot, still not touched the beetroot in store, so we're still picking it from the ground. That's why they're little. And we've got the last of the apples. These are the Brabants, looking really lovely. Field bean tops, like broad bean tops. Red cabbage, got a lot of red cabbage. We're not quite sure what the best way to store it is because we haven't got enough space in the fridge. We're just hoping we can store it in a plastic bag in kind of metal trays in the garage, hoping that we can keep it, you know, kind of below 4 or 5 degrees there. Cooking carrots, leeks, baby leeks, celery, and Charlotte potatoes. That's just one tub of potatoes, so I was quite pleased with that. In fact, we decided we're just going to do Estima for the baking potatoes and Charlotte for our general purpose potatoes next year, because they just have done so well, and we'll do Swift for our first earlies. We don't do very many of those. And parsnips. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that table for this time of year, and more than filled it. Really nice range of varieties, so yeah, pretty pleased. So hope you like this quick video. My name's Steve, this is the Seaside Kitchen Garden and Allotment channel, and I'll see you soon.